Okay guys, running in Kerala, seriously, it's freaking hot. And I'm like sweating like crazy. I think I need a week or so to just adjust to the weather. But nothing too drastic, because I was born and bred here. I don't think it's gonna bother me, but getting comfortable would definitely take a bit of time. I'm not. I'm not. So a lot of people are actually messaging me and saying to implement GDS, which is get shit done. And there is another framework as well, which I think this is the newer version of AI. And only people who are going to survive in this race is people who can adopt things faster, but also having the knowledge to adopt which things by understanding the core concepts. So I'm gonna get back to my workplace and then we'll start from there. Okay guys, I just reached home after the run. Two things need to be implemented today. One is get shit done. Second is a better system to track my progress, right? The whole point is I make YouTube videos, transcribe them, go back and put that into Hermes Agent database. So every day I have to document myself what I'm actually doing and in detail, so that Hermes Agent understand that, okay, this is the documentation of what the journey is till here, okay? So even if I forget something, it will remind me. Like my Play Store has an issue today. So we are sorting that issue today because Play Store is still stuck in United Kingdom, even though Indian reference is trying to verify or something like that. So that is one thing that I need to sort out today as well. So 3 things for today. Let's do work after me having a breakfast. So we're back to the series. I had a really amazing sleep in the afternoon. I actually slept from 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. I think it was jet lag or something like that, because I couldn't work. I woke up today at 4 a.m. and I worked till 10 o'clock. Then I had my breakfast and then I kind of dozed off, and then I was like, after 4 p.m. I started editing the whole daily vlogs, and now I was like going back to zoning in, but then I was like confused what to do today, right? Because we all have this issue whereby we, even though we are working hard, we have to work hard in the right thing, right? Otherwise it's like a useless work. So this is why I want you guys to do all of these things inside Claude and Hermes. I think Claude is much more better than Hermes just because it's a better system, and also Hermes do have Claude in it, and you can actually call it via Open Router, but it's a bit expensive. And even if you have Claude Pro, you can actually connect it to Hermes Agent. If you don't know that, then you are miles behind on the AI game. So catch up really fast. So here I'm asking it, do you know what? Tell me what I have to do for the next 3 days. And it said set up the landing page and start Reddit warm-up. That is the priority, and duration is for 5 hours. And it has created a synthesized landing page copy.md. But then I was like, where do I have to set up? Like WordPress hosting, or like I have to buy a domain, right? And then I was like, Then I was like warming up accounts, new accounts on construction, general contract, start posting and commenting, no spam, and that we have to do it. But first of all, we need to do SEO, right? Now, then we have to do the Google Analytics on landing pages, and then film 3 construction videos, which is day 2, and start the reels. But that is a really not a really priority, because we already have created all of the posts and stuff like that with use of Cloud Code, which if you aren't updated, just go and see my previous day videos. And then we need to do this thing, email as well. When I was traveling from UK to India, I actually scheduled I think near to 80 emails or something like that. I scheduled it, so it is going in the background automatically. But then the next question was, how do I use it, right? So because we have taken all the research paper and the research and everything inside this $1 million business playbook, this is kind of very big. So as you can see, it's a long playbook, and these are all things like founders are using, like portfolio, loan mowing app, how he did it, scraping app, how he did it, right? So it said the best thing to do is to do Webflow and Framer are highly favored for building beautiful, high converting marketing landing pages. Why Webflow for Construct AI? Pre-validated method from your PDF, the document emphasizes setting a simple landing page, and blah blah. Construction, no coordinated, SEO ready. Alternative is Framer, also recommended. Landing page slightly better for animated CTS, crawl and videos. Not recommended for you is Carder and Bumble AI, overkill for SaaS apps. So it's a good Webflow, right? So what I did is be a really good boy and take advice from AI. I think the biggest bottleneck is our ego and saying, as a human, I need to contribute, and AI has to understand my point of view. This is dumbass point of view. Okay, do not, because it's an analytical machine versus you. You can only read or get information or retain information like 3 to 30 pages, man. Like AI can do like 300,000 pages. So why we competing this, right? Use your free will to understand a business idea. Not okay. I think the biggest thing is speed. You don't have to even understand the whole framework. You kind of need amazing speed. I don't need professionals, man. I have Cloud Code for that. Why do I need professionals? Professionals. They're overrated, man. They're over fucking rated. So describe the site, right? I don't have to describe the site. I don't need a freaking professional to do that. I have already Cloud Code for that. So what I have to do is this one. This is the whole thing that Cloud Code has given. I just have to copy this one, go back to here. Sorry, I'll copy this, right? I think this is kind of a very, what do you call it, general website prompt. What we need is a bit more detailed prompt like this. And how did I make it? I'll tell you in a second. But before that, let me just paste it here. Okay. Now let me tell you this. So what I did is go to Google and go through YouTube and then say website full AI design podcast. And whoever has designed like websites in AI, I'm going to copy their strategy. How am I going to copy their strategy? Am I going to listen to the whole podcast? Fuck no. What I'm going to do is copy their YouTube URL and go back to Notebook. And here in Notebook, I'm going to paste it by saying add source and websites like YouTube, and then paste it. And if I paste it, we will have something like this. And then I'm going to tell it, not here because this has a very low context window. What I'm going to do is go back to Gemini and say, then I'll put all of the things that Cloud Code has given, and I'm going to say, you know what, please make me this thing, under 2,500 words. And here, if you can see, we have 3,711 characters. That means around 1,200 characters are left. So I'm going to do one more thing. Please make 1,200 characters. Right? Excuse my spellings. I'm not really bothered about it. So we have a little bit of legway here. So what we're going to do is it's going to search the Notebook LM and give us something like this, right? And that is now what I'm going to do is paste it here. Now we are a bit over, not really, we're not over, you're correctly there. So I'm going to go there and as I said, you don't need a designer, you don't need a professional who talks to you in really polished English and vocabulary, and you have like 3 marks more than you in English. Great, man, fuck them. Do your work in AI, be better, think better to understand AI. And we are in this curve where the old structure of people who have presentability, people who have vocabulary, people who have connections cannot compete with the person who understands AI. Let's go. So while we are doing this whole thing is being created. And yes, oh my god, look, you have the free images. Is crazy, guys. Your current has 2 free pay, unlock all pages. That would be a problem. I don't need contact. So I really liked, amazing, like I'm not saying I really liked, I kind of have love to AI at the moment. You can see the website design is actually miles ahead, right? If you want to accomplish the same results back in 2019 or 2014, you need a dedicated teams, not even one person, you need at least 2 people. Like you need a UX designer and a UI designer, and to really do the work, you need a graphic designer as well, right? Now you can pretty much do anything with AI. So let me just, for the people who are very new to this field, how do you use AI? If the question arises, how do you use AI? Where do you use AI? The simple answer is, if you can break any process into smaller steps and each step has a yes or no decision tree, then you can do that. If you want to write a story, you can use AI, but it won't be really good. But if you want to file your taxes, if you want to book a ticket, it's actually a decision tree of yes or no. And if you take a yes, then you have another choice, yes or no. Then you take another choice which has like 4 yeses and 4 nos, right? So if you can break down a complicated task into this decision tree matrix, then you can use AI there. That's the short answer to the question, where do you use AI and why do you use AI? So I think that is a wrap for today. I'm going to screenshot all of this and keep it in my database so that when I am using Cloud Code and Hostinger to do the website, I can have a good reference, because payment is a bit expensive for my taste and for my initial investment in the business. I think there is a really cool feature in Cloud Code known as Cloud Code Hostfinger MCP server. So if you can do that, then especially if you can do the MCP via another stuff known as YC or something, which will be reviewed in the later days of the series that we are doing, and we are currently using that. So I can kind of tell Cloud Code directly to update the website, and it does it without any delay or anything. So I can even schedule it. Like every day, write a post, I can schedule this. So if you want to know how I made the system, definitely follow me and the channel. And if you are feeling that you are getting behind this AI race or AI knowledge, then definitely follow me, guys, because I think the purpose of me making this videos is for you to understand how raw the work process is. You could follow tons of people who say use this GitHub repo and use this GitHub repo and use this AI tool, crazy AI tool, but most of it is just water under the bridge. It won't be useful for you. You need to understand how to use this and where to use this and why to use it, right? So if you want those answers, then definitely follow my journey and always comment your thoughts in the comment section, and feel free to reach out to me as well, man. See ya.